interestingly enough, the very first thing we teach them is systems thinking, systems modeling, because everything is a system. There's a cause and effect. And if you're seeing something here, something upstream caused it.
Right.
And instead of fixing the symptom, let's go fix the problem.
Yeah.
We first got into it back in 2003, which was the same time we started doing projects. And the first project we did was a disaster. And, well, it just put out a bunch of bugs. And when we traced it back all the way, so this is, problems in the code. When we traced it back, it was because we didn't have a marketing team. I was like, those are so far apart. How did you get there?
Did you guys figure that out, or did you have external help for figuring out figuring out the system?
We happened to have somebody internal that knew systems modeling. And he's like, well, let's go back.
Yeah.
And basically, more bugs because the code was lower quality. The code was lower quality because it changed a lot. It changed a lot because the decisions kept changing. The decisions kept changing because people didn't have a real vision for what they wanted it to do. And we didn't push back enough to make them decide. And we didn't push back enough because we were worried about losing the client and the project, because our pipeline wasn't big enough, because our marketing efforts didn't create a big enough pipeline.
Wow.
So we actually didn't hire more quality assurance people. We created our marketing group.
Yeah.
And
wow.
Then the whole thing straightened out. It's kind of like pushing a rope versus pulling it. We didn't push the rope, we pulled it.
Yeah.
And as we walked, the rope straightened out.
Yeah, and so was that part of the inspiration behind having step one be systems modeling? Tell me
no,
how.
I don't know about that. I think maybe the thing that inspired that, two things. One, shortly thereafter, we had a project, a much bigger project. I mean, it was 30 times the size. And it had a problem. And the group we were working with, they had introduced a new project manager. And the project started to slow down.
Yeah.
And when we did the systems model of it, we did it at McDonald's on the back of a napkin. It was exactly like, designing a system on the napkin. And we laid it out to him, and he reads through it, and he's with the CIO, and he looks at it and he goes, wait a minute, I'm the cause. It's like, yeah. He's like, so, and he actually referred to it as a Dilbert comic strip, right? It was like, the more he tried to fix the team, the worse he made the problem. It was kind of like, we're behind schedule, so we're going to have meetings to figure out why we're behind schedule until we get on schedule.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he recognized that, and he took that systems model and turned it backwards, because the thing that makes you spiral down is the same thing that makes you spiral up. You just do it in reverse. The system is the same.
Yeah.
But if it reinforces and makes you go down, it can reinforce and make you go up too.